We lived a great life. And as I grew, I got into sports, and I started playing softball. We were playing a softball game in Cartersville one night, and the tournament went long. I was tired and wore out, and I told the team that I didn't know if I could make it. A man on the team said he had something that would help me get through the game. I said, great. So I went out to the car with him, and he had some meth. I did a line of meth at 1 o'clock in the morning. By the time the tournament was over and 9 o'clock rolled around the next morning, I'd already found a place to buy it. For the next 15 years, I spent my life living on meth. I spent it pushing all the people that had raised me and made me the young man that I was. I pushed them away. I didn't want anything to do with them. I could care less about the things that were going on. I ended up just consumed by the drug. It only takes one time for you to get hooked by it. But as I lived the meth trip, I ended up getting in trouble, and I ended up getting busted. So I spent some time in the jail, and as I was there, the cells seemed to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And one Wednesday night, they came and they asked if you wanted to get out to go to church. So I said, yeah, I'd do anything to get out of here. So I remembered it was just a little library, and all of us was in there. These guys were in there just like I was to get out of the cell. But as that preacher started bringing the word and I started listening, it was like he was preaching directly to me. And I realized how bad I was living and how wrong I was living. At the end of that sermon, he asked if there was anybody that wanted to give their life to Jesus Christ. And I remember it like it was yesterday. They had metal chairs lined up, bifold chairs. And I couldn't get out fast enough, but by the time I hit my knees and started praying to God, forgive me for all the sins that I committed, I stood up in that jail as a new man. And I knew then that I would live my life for Christ. If I back up a little bit, Judge Foster gave me a break from the time they wanted to give me. He cut it down a lot, and I stood in that courtroom and he told me, he said, don't let me down. He said, come back and do something with your life. When I got out, I had to go to rehab and then to a halfway house, and then I got to come back home with my family. And I thank my family for standing by me through those times, because I gave up on them, but like God, they never gave up on me.
I want to bike it, man.